prayer today is, let's pray. We should follow Christ in a way of compassion and understanding. Even though we are human, from our human viewpoint, there may be much I find difficult to understand. Christ in me gives me spiritual insight that enables me to see beyond what seems to be and to keep faith in the goodness at the heart of it all. Everything is going to be okay, maybe not today, but eventually it will. Trust God, hold fast to your hope. God never fails. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, today's financials include an appropriations transfer from the Commissioners and the Sheriff's Office and the General Fund to make additional funds available in the Sheriff's Vehicle Fuel account. There's several cash transfers among them. One from the Department on Aging to the General Fund, rent and sale of real estate revenue account for their share of upcoming third quarter rent for the Chardon Senior Center to Ravenwood, and a transfer from the General Fund to the Department of Emergency Services for their 2021 per capita subdivision receipts and the 2021 and 2022 sales tax operational stipend. We haven't transferred this in several years. They haven't needed it, but they're going to have some needs coming up here, and they requested it.
Okay.
Among the encumbrances are an increase from the Commissioner's Office to NB5 to cover change order number 4, which includes services related to move management and contract administration and closeout of the new office building. A couple of travel requests, one from Common Police Court to attend the Ohio Association of Magistrates Fall 2022 Conference, and one from the Planning Commission to attend the 2022 Ohio GIS Conference. Among the vouchers are $38,581.71 from the Commissioner's Office to then design for architectural services related to the new county office building, and $8,657 from Water Resources to NOACA for fiscal year 2023 membership dues, which runs from July through June of next year. We'll be paying ours next week as well for ours in the engineer's office, and it's about $34,000.
Do we put those together and send them all at once or not?
Not Water Resources. We pay the engineers and the commissioners at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. And then finally, there's a revenue certification from the Commissioner's Office in the opioid settlement fund.
I'll make the motion to approve the financials.
Second?
Commissioner Ryan?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyle?
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. County engineers?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Shane.
Tim?
How you doing, buddy?
Good. This morning, item 2 on the agenda, the engineer's office requesting the board approve and execute change order number 2 and final, increasing the contract for Brown Paving Incorporated for the asphalt resurfacing of Aquila Road, County Highway 5, sections A and B, and Butternut Road, County Highway 21, sections F through H, in Burton, Newberry Township, in the amount of $9,145.50.
So moved.
Second?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 3, the engineer's office is requesting the board approve and execute the unit price contract with Eclipse Companies LLC for the replacement of the Farmington Road Bridge, structure 0018-01.96 in Auburn Township, in the amount of $315,786.
Make the motion.
Second?
Commissioner Lyon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Thank you.
Shane, Fairmont,
Yes, sir.
Fairmont Road project,
Yes.
is that next year or is that this year?
That's next year.
Next year.
We'll be doing a bridge ahead of the resurfacing project,
Okay.
so both will be in 2023.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good,
Thanks
how
for
are you?
coming in.
Good. All right, so I'm taking care of item number 4 from the engineer's office. The engineer's office is requesting the board request the county auditor to encumber the amount of $100,000 for the North Cheshire Street Improvement Project in the village of Burton, as final detailed plans have been submitted and approved to the county engineer. The project meets the requirements set forth in the policy and guidelines for the application and distribution of Geauga County Municipal Motor Vehicle License Tax. adopted March 22nd, 2022.
Okay, I'll make the motion.
Second?
Aye.
Yeah.
You said, have a nice day.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Today is items 5 and 6. We want to declare a 2013 Chevy Impala as surplus property and then an agreement from Chester Township to purchase that vehicle for $8,000.
Sounds good. That's great to be able to repurpose that and utilize that, so I'll make the motion.
Second? 5 and 6 together.
Yep. Yeah, after a really short process to get this done.
I updated it again this morning before we came in here. Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
We started this process in April, just so you know.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Well, yeah, anything for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's done, that's done.
So,
Thanks.
This one is the resolution for us and for the surplus. This is the agreement with Chester Township. And then Debbie and Matt are so on the ball this morning that today will be free.
Wow. Perfect.
Good morning.
Good morning. The Department on Aging, we are requesting to approve the revised org chart, item number 7. We're trying to increase the number of part-time positions from 1 to 3 positions, and decrease the number of full-time from 6 to 5.
Okay. Very good. I'll make the motion.
Second?
Yes.
Yes.
And then item number 8, piggybacking on that, we want to increase the current posting for the position of a part-time rec and ed assistant from 1 to 3 positions. It's being posted right now for just 1. So
Right, if you had a hard time getting no one.
we figured it'd be better, easier to get part-time people.
Okay.
And between vacations and sick time, it's a lot easier to get more people.
Fill in, okay.
Fill
So with
in.
a crew, yeah, okay. Good idea.
More bang for your buck,
Sure,
I guess.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
Part-time,
I'll make
but
that motion.
outright.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, have a good day.
Great. Morning, Gina.
All right, so we got item number 10. The Department of Development, Community and Economic is requesting the board grant permission to advertise for bids for the DDC Clinic Generator Replacement Project under the CDBG grant BF 21-1AZ-1 to be held on Wednesday, September 7th, 2022 at 2 p.m. Notice of this bid opening will be advertised on August 11th and on the county website.
Okay. Motion.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
And then again, item number 10 is we're requesting the board grant permission to advertise for the bids for Camp Homey Dakota for the cabin winterization project under grant BF 21-1AZ-1 to be held on Wednesday, September 7th, 2022 at 2:10. And again, notice of the bid opening will be advertised on August 11th, 2022 and on the county website.
Okay, so move.
Second?
Any questions on that at all?
I just have a question in general, I guess. So Century Village, I saw this winterization project, and, we've talked to them a couple times. I spoke with their new director, Wyatt, it's been, a few months back. Would they be considered or able to participate in something like this if they submitted a
On the
project?
CDBG aspect, yes.
They would?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
I believe there's been work done there in the past over different grant periods.
Okay. Yeah, because they had a pretty extensive list of things that needed to be taken care of there, that, those buildings have started to
Of course.
really age quickly, and, once they start sliding out of control, it's tough to keep up with. And
Absolutely. They work very hard to keep and maintain. I mean, they do a beautiful job with the resources they have, but I know they're limited.
Yeah,
So the next grant cycle would be spring of next year.
okay,
If CDBG stays in play, which I understand they're making some modifications to the program. I
okay,
just don't know what those are yet.
okay,
And we then, of course, we reach out to all those nonprofits and different entities in the county to make sure that they, have an opportunity to apply.
That they're aware of
You know,
it.
workshop and,
Yeah.
not as of yet, but that would be early of next year.
Yeah, I mean, because
Yeah.
I see the same, and they're great projects and great causes and
Absolutely.
nonprofits, but they're the same ones year after year after year.
Yeah, they've tended to be, absolutely. The camp is new, which is exciting, and, there's some really great things happening there.
Okay,
So,
well, that's good.
Yeah, for sure.
During the last run-up to all of this, they did have a lot of meetings with different entities, newer entities that they had
Yeah.
focused on before.
Yeah, for the last application cycle that I was involved in, I believe it was one of the highest attended workshops.
Oh,
Though we
good.
did it virtually, we had really good response and several applicants. Unfortunately, they don't always check the boxes to all the criteria with
Right.
CDBG funds, so it makes it a challenge.
Yep,
Sort of takes them out of the game, but
true, yeah.
continue to try.
Okay, well, I'll reach out to them maybe.
For sure, I know, of course, Bobby and a lot of those folks
Oh, okay.
over there,
So
and
you
I
can-
live right across the street from them, and
Perfect,
yeah, but definitely on our list to hit up for next year.
okay, appreciate that,
Absolutely.
Where do you go? Commissioner Warren?
yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yeah.
So last is item 11. Again, our department is requesting the board grant permission to advertise for the position of full-time office coordinator, and that is job number 1412. The position will remain posted until filled. And we're really just trying to get our staffing up to where we were at the beginning of the year with the changes that were made. With Elaine going into more of a program coordinator position, she was here last week with you, and it opens up another spot for us, so.
Good enough, okay, I'll make the motion.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Good day.
Okay.
you too.
Okay, item number 12, the Commission Office requesting the Board approve and execute Resolution 22-148, appointing a certain person for the Region 13 unincorporated representative to be a member of the One Ohio Governance Board. And the non-incorporated area is the townships, and the incorporated areas, which is my next challenge, to get a person from the incorporated areas. It's the, something new for the drug and rehab distribution of the drug settlement money for the state of Ohio. And we have two people that presented in front of the Township Association, and both candidates have just about identical resumes. They both are top-notch people. It's very hard for us. The commissioners have looked at this for a couple of weeks, looked at the resumes, we've done our homework, and at this time, we are going to do the old-fashioned flipping of the coin. So, I'm going to flip the coin. One is Christina Port, and one is Iona Daw Chrisman. And
Yeah, they're both very interested in doing it. I think they'll both be dedicated, so I know I'm okay with that.
So who are you choosing as heads and who are you choosing as tails?
tails would be Christina Port, and heads would be Chrisman. It's heads.
All right, so Iona?
Yep.
Alana.
Here's your quarterback. I don't want to start paying
That's
interest.
okay. So here is the resolution for Alana. I had them both up, I wasn't sure who you were choosing, so we were prepared for today and whoever you chose. So I have Alana Dahl-Grisman.
Yep. I'm sure she'll do a good job. At this present time with this program, the foundation, we meet every 2 months on a telephone conversation, and it's Region 13, which there's 19 regions in this Ohio One Foundation, and we are in Region 13. It's Ashtabula, Jaga, Portage, and Lake, 4 counties. And once the money starts to get distributed in a 18 or 19-year period, then we jockey on the guidance of the state of Ohio to get money to help people that can't help themselves.
So those two, so we'll have 2 representatives
Well,
from,
myself representing the county commissioners,
Yeah.
and then they're going to be representing the non-incorporated areas, which are the townships. and we're gonna send letters back out again to the incorporated areas, the one city and the 3 villages.
Okay.
And then those will have to come up with a person.
What about, you know, would we be able to put, you know, say, somebody from law enforcement on as a representative as well?
And from the things that I read, that it's up to the incorporated areas to recommend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they make a recommendation to you. So do I have a motion?
We could, however,
I make a motion to allow for a lot.
I'm sorry, that's okay.
Okay, second that,
Commissioner Lennon,
yes.
Commissioner Warren.
Yes.
what we could do is, if we send, when we send the letters out to the municipalities, is put in there that if they do not have anybody they wish to appoint, if we had kind of a recommendation for them, from law enforcement,
Okay,
of a person, they could say, yeah, we're okay with that,
okay.
and it's still their decision, but
Yeah, yeah, I think it's important to have, you know, all parties at the table, you know, I mean, obviously the rehabilitation part of it's a huge part, but also I think to have the law enforcement part to be included.
yeah, the frontline folks.
Yes. So, okay.
So if you're okay with it, then we can add that into if you can give recommendations, who you may wish them to appoint, if they don't, not willing to appoint somebody from their department, from their.
And hopefully we can get that done in the next 30 days, would be great.
Okay. So what else?
Okay, so this is one, okay.
Just one thing, so I got a couple things. So, last week I went and met with Kim Carter from NAMI, a mental health organization located over in Chester, just to get a better understanding of what her agency does and get a little more detail on the services that they provide in Geauga County. And we had a really good conversation on just a whole host of different things and some of her opinions on how, you know, she's new to the area and how she sees Geauga County from the outside, maybe looking in, and then also some things she'd potentially like to see change, which, you know, we can address in the future, I guess. But one of the initiatives that she's pushing, and it was just kind of uncanny, the same day I got a notice from CCAO, the County Commissioners Association, related to this Stepping Up initiative, and this is a Ohio project that's being pushed to all the county commissioners across the state of Ohio. And what it sounds like is it's a collaborative effort to try and get all the different stakeholders related to the county jails and the mental health issues in in the criminal justice system, and then also some of the mental illness that are sitting untreated in local jails. I spoke to the sheriff, Scott Hildebrand, for quite a bit of time. He said he was somewhat familiar with this program. He hasn't delved into the details yet as to what, but he was very open to any type of help that we could possibly receive here in Geauga County. So, I just wanted to bring it to the forefront to this board to begin that exploration of seeing if this is something that we want to participate in. And again, it's not just the commissioners and the sheriff. This would be, all of the different agencies in the county that have to, that are entwined with mental health, and that today we're actually having a meeting with CCAOs coming in today, so maybe I'm sure this is probably one of the things they want to discuss. But I just wanted to kind of bring it to light that it's something that we may want to start looking into a little further. From what I understand, the initial there's no upfront cost or anything to the county. There's actually they put out money initially to kind of do a study on the county and our infrastructure when it relates to mental health, which I think would be helpful, so everybody has an idea what's going on. I'm sure there's there's a lot of different silos in Geauga County, and I think if there's a way to get that a little more focused where everyone has the same, is pulling in the same direction, I think.
I've studied this a little bit,
Yeah,
and the Stepping Up program, I think the retired Ohio Supreme Court Justice O'Connor, she's a big advocate of this.
Mhm.
She still talks about this at different county levels, and I'm 100% in favor of taking a deeper dive into this, and very interested in helping our people.
okay, great. Yeah, maybe we can set up a meeting with the sheriff's office soon, you know, discuss a little further and see where they can help out. And I know, you know, having, clinical physicians and psychologists being available in the jails is something you guys do now, right? And really, it seems to be more and more prevalent, you know, and it's not just in Geauga County, you know, it's across the state and probably across the nation, so. But, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, it's good.
And then, also, I just wanted to, just kind of rehash what happened yesterday. I know you were in a Board of Revisions meeting?
Yes.
Yeah, and I apologize, I didn't realize you might not have known about that meeting, our meeting here, or?
I knew about it.
Okay,
I was aware of it,
okay.
but that
so-
meeting was scheduled back in January.
Yeah. So, I wanted to just to kind of throw it out there to see about this resolution that we've gotten certification back yesterday afternoon, I think around 2 o'clock, back to this office. And, it's gone through the commissioner's resolution, it's gone through the auditor's certification. And I wanted to check before we have to potentially go, schedule an emergency meeting tomorrow, because it has to be in by 4 o'clock at the Board of Elections tomorrow. If you would be willing to consider, if I brought a motion today to move it forward to the Board of Elections, if you'd be willing to vote for that today or not.
I really thought it would be on the agenda
Okay.
today, to move it to the next
To
step.
move it, are you okay with
I'm
that?
okay with moving it to the next step.
Okay. So, do we have the resolution here, or
I do.
do you? Okay. I appreciate that. I think that, that way we're not getting it by the skin of our teeth here at the last minute.
Let the voters decide.
Yeah.
So the first step is to request acknowledge receipt of the certificate of estimated property tax revenue from the county auditor for the mental health half-mill renewal. And that was received yesterday at 2:15. So that is the first step in the process, is to acknowledge receipt of that.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
Second.
Do you want to, the dollar amount that it regenerated is at 100% collection will be $1,614,266 per year.
Okay,
So Mr. Lyon?
yes.
Mr. DeWart?
Yes.
And I'd just like to thank everybody for getting this done so quickly. Obviously there's, a lot of back and forth, created by our board, I guess, and I appreciate the auditors office getting it done quickly.
So then that would be the second step. The third step here is actually to approve and execute resolution 22-145 declaring it necessary to levy a tax in excess of the 10-mil limitation and to provide for the necessary requirements of the county's community alcohol, drug addiction, and mental health service district at the request of the Geauga County Board of Mental Health and Recovery Services under ORC 5705.221 and .25. And then this is the last step that actually then puts it onto the ballot.
Okay, so move?
Second.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWart?
Yes.
I'll get them all running and I will deliver them to the Board of Elections and get a
Great.
receipt.
Great, thank you. You'll take that up there today?
Yeah, I'll probably drop it off on my way home.
Okay, and they'll give you said a receipt for that?
Oh, yes, they
Okay.
go through all of the resolutions, check dates, check collection times,
Okay,
review the certificate. They usually have 2 sets of eyes that review all of the documentation, and then it's written into the book, and then they give them a receipt.
very good. Okay. Any other? Okay.
Just necessary title for that, so they can get the,
That's it.
yeah. We updated the mileage is what we did. Mr. Roan, that's what we did this morning, was updated the mileage.
You want?
Thank you.
Anything else?
I didn't have anything.
Anything else?
Nope.
Public comment? State your name, please.
Yes, Diane Jones, Auburn Township. For the purpose of clarification, the action that just took place, does that remove the need for a special meeting to approve this for the election, the levy for the election?
You're talking about like if they would have to have emergency meeting tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's
the
done.
meeting, I'm sorry?
They don't have to have anything further.
Okay, so this is considered agenda item number 13?
No, this was an addition. They did two, so it would be 13 and 14. They did two, they took two actions. They acknowledged receipt of the certificate from the auditor, and then they approved the resolution to put it on the ballot. It's a
Okay.
two-step process.
Will there be an update from this board as regards that action? Will the public hear further about the action that occurred today, or is it a done deal?
I think it's a done deal. It'll be on the ballot after Chris doesn't get in an accident on the way to Chardon. Or slash your tires or anything like that.
Hey now,
Or your brake lights.
if I have any issues with my car, you are now in trouble.
So, but I think it's over with. Let the people decide, let the people vote on this and see how it goes.
As a final addendum, I, who wished to come to this special meeting yesterday, was unable. So officially, what happened? You guys convened and then that was it? Or was there any action at all?
No, I was at a Board of Revisions meeting,
Yeah, okay.
which was
No
scheduled
action.
in January. And I don't even know if,
No, there,
I thought there'd be, well, two commissioners here
yeah,
yesterday.
there was,
And
yeah,
then,
yeah. So we didn't have the certification yet back from the auditor's office, which, everyone was trying their best to get it done as quick as they could. And I think we just missed, there was lost in the shuffle there. So, but they got it to us later in the day, so we were able to take care of it today.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for
No,
that.
but no action yesterday.
Right. So if, okay, all right, oh,
Yeah, okay.
Diane,
Yeah.
what happened was the special meeting that they had approved last week,
yeah,
which Jim was here for, and
Right.
approved, holding was to, if we received the certificate from the auditor's office, then to not take the two actions that they took just now, yesterday, to be ahead of the game. So I don't have to run around with the chicken with my head cut off, but
okay. All right. So that will be delivered back to 470 Center Street. Okay.
yep, and I have to drive it back over there.
League of Women Voters.
Yes, Gail Wilson. I could not hear exactly what the revenue certification amount was on that.
So the estimated property tax revenue that will be produced by the stated millage, assuming the tax valuation of the subdivision remains constant through the life of the levy, is calculated to be $1,614,266 per year at 100% collection. The total tax valuation of the subdivision used in calculating the estimated property tax revenue is $3,601,000. Actually, that would be $3,601,000. Am I not saying that? Because there's, well, no, because that, no, it would be $3,601,000,000.
Because it's a 5-year.
$13,130. I'm not used to seeing, because they don't do the dot.
That's the total valuation of all property that would be taxed.
Yeah, can you repeat that, please, for clarity?
How about I give it to you when we're done?
Make it count.
I'll show it to you, you can write it down. Because it's billion.
If I hear it, I will write it down
Okay,
correctly,
I have
thank
it
you.
as $3,601,000,013 $36,113,130. So it's 3601,013,130.00.
And that's the value of all the
That's the
properties.
total value of all the properties.
Got it. Thank you for the,
I'm like, they don't give
I
you
mean, the
dot
tax-
00s in these, so it's kind of like, when you first look at it.
So
Okay.
make a motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.